Danger in the deep south. Travelers warned. Most people see these headlines and stay home, but for me, they're invitations. My plane touched down in Manila, gateway to the Philippines. The Filipino spirit, warm, generous, and full of laughter, draws me in. I set out to find living legends and sea gypsies, seeking adventure beyond the usual path. The risks are real, but the rewards, connection, understanding are far greater. What makes the Philippines so special? It's not just one thing. It's a powerful combination you won't find anywhere else. Over 7,600 islands, each a world of its own, with unique landscapes and traditions. One day, you're trekking rice terraces. The next, diving over coral reefs or climbing volcanoes. The diversity is staggering, a playground for any adventurer. But the true soul is its culture, a blend of East and West, ancient and modern. Spanish influence is everywhere, but indigenous traditions remain strong. Family and community are everything. Respect for elders is a cornerstone. This gives rise to kapwa, a sense of shared identity and togetherness. Filipinos are famous for hospitality, treating guests as family. They'll share their best, even if they have little. This spirit of kapwa is the key to their resilience. When disaster strikes, communities help each other, rebuild together, and find joy in the simplest things. A meal with family, a song with friends, a sunset over the ocean. This ability to find light in darkness is a powerful survival skill. It's a lesson the world could learn from. This is what I came here to experience again, to witness the strength that comes from unity, and to be reminded of the beauty in connection. The journey to Apo Wang Od began with a bone-rattling 12-hour bus ride from Manila into the Kalinga Mountains. The smooth highways gave way to winding, narrow roads carved into cliffs. The bus could go no further. The rest was on foot. My guide, Lito, knew the mountain paths by heart. The hike to Buscalan village, 1 hour down, 2 hours up. We crossed a swaying suspension bridge over a rushing river, surrounded by a wall of green. Lito pointed out plants used for medicine and food. This was his home, his pharmacy. The climb was relentless. Sweat poured, legs burned. Villagers passed us, old women with baskets, children running up steep trails, all smiling, greeting us with "Mabuhay." Their strength and cheerfulness were contagious. As we neared the village, the famous rice terraces appeared, carved with precision, fed by bamboo pipes. Generations shaped this landscape, working together to sustain their community. Finally, after hours of climbing, Buscalan came into view, perched on the mountainside. We had arrived at the home of a legend. The journey was tough, but the welcome was warm. And the adventure was just beginning. Entering Buscalan felt like stepping back in time. There she was, Apo Wang Od, the last Mambabatok. At 107, she's a living piece of history, her skin a roadmap of her life. Her tools, pomelo thorn, bamboo, charcoal, unchanged for centuries. Each tap is more than a tattoo. It's a mark from a legend. I was honored to witness it. Kalinga tattoos are more than decoration. They're a visual language. For men, tattoos marked warriors, symbols of courage and strength, a resume etched in skin. For women, tattoos symbolized beauty, fertility, and protection, believed to light their way in the spirit world. The pain was a rite of passage, proof of endurance and readiness for life's challenges. Life in Buscalan is simple, deeply connected to the earth. Villagers are rice farmers, their days shaped by the seasons and the land. They work together to maintain the ancient terraces and grow coffee, roasted over open fires. They have few possessions, but are rich in community and connection. I shared a meal with a local family. Rice, vegetables, stories, and laughter. Despite language barriers, we communicated through smiles and gestures. They were proud of their world, content in the mountains. Their life is hard, but full of peace and beauty. As I fell asleep to the sounds of the village, I felt a rare sense of calm. Here, life is etched in both ink and earth. The Kalinga people's history is fierce, once marked by tribal rivalries and headhunting. Tattoos were badges of honor, earned in battle. Headhunting ended decades ago, but the stories remain, a reminder of strength and change. Today, that warrior spirit is channeled into survival and pride in culture. They fight to preserve their way of life in a changing world. What struck me most was their positivity. Life is hard, limited healthcare, demanding work. But I heard no complaints. Smiles and laughter filled the village. Children played freely. Adults shared burdens and rewards. Gratitude for rain, family, and beauty was everywhere. This outlook builds resilience and hope. Leaving Buscalan, I carried more than memories. I carried their lesson. True wealth is measured in community, resilience, and joy. It's a lesson etched not in ink, but in the heart. From the cool mountains, I traveled to the hot, humid islands of Tawi-Tawi, the edge of the world. Headlines warn of danger, but behind them are stories of extraordinary lives. Here, I sought the Bahaw Laut, the sea gypsies of the Sulu Sea. Nomads of the water, they live on houseboats, masters of the sea. Some can dive for minutes at incredible depths, their bodies adapted to aquatic life. In Tawi-Tawi, my local contact Ben introduced me to the Bajau community. Trust is everything. You must be invited. Ben took me by boat to a village on stilts over turquoise water. Children leapt from bridges, canoes tied to the houses. The Bajau were shy but welcoming, despite facing discrimination and statelessness. A family invited me in, their home simple but filled with warmth. They offered coffee and food, curious about my world as I was about theirs. This was the other side of the headlines. Here I found truth, kindness, and resilience. The sea is their home, their life, their identity, and their spirit is as deep as the ocean. Life in the Bahaw village revolves around the sea, food, livelihood, and play. Men fish at dawn, women and children forage in the shallows. Nothing is wasted, every catch is used. I joined a fisherman, Omar, whose skill on the water was unmatched. The local market was a vibrant explosion of sights and smells: fish, rice, coffee, and laughter. I tasted grilled fish, spicy kinalaw, simple, fresh, delicious. During my stay, I was invited to a Bajau wedding, a celebration on the water. Decorated boats, music and dancing filled the village. The entire community joined in, cheering and sharing food. I was welcomed like family, sharing a feast on the floor of a stilted hall. Language didn't matter. Smiles and laughter said it all. Their generosity was humbling. In a place known for conflict, I found only peace and joy. It was a powerful reminder: never judge a place by its reputation. The Bajau's celebration was a testament to their unity and spirit, and I was grateful to be part of it. My journey through the Philippines was ending. From Kalinga's mountains to Tawi-Tawi seas, I met legends and sea nomads. I was challenged, humbled, and changed. The Philippines is a land of contrasts, beauty and hardship, tradition and change. But one thing endures: the extraordinary spirit of its people. In Buscalan, I learned resilience, happiness rooted in community and gratitude. Their history, once violent, is now a source of pride and strength. In Tawi-Tawi, I saw harmony with nature and the power of adaptability. The Bajau, marginalized yet gentle, welcomed me with open arms. They taught me to look beyond headlines and seek the human story. The Philippines isn't perfect, but its soul is unmatched. Warmth, generosity, resilience, and joy. These are its treasures. To travel here is to rediscover the best of humanity, and that is the greatest treasure any traveler can find.